how to raise our level of consciousness so that we can transform our lives, meaning the entire world around us. In my last video, I spoke about the 20 universal ways of oneness taught by Rachel Fury. This is a list of higher levels of consciousness, higher frequencies. And you may think, because I did when I first read them, oh my gosh, these are so simple. And they are. Yet the planet that we live on barely even scratched the surface of what these actually are. So everything is energy. Stay with me. I know when people hear the word energy, sometimes they think woo-woo or spirituality. That usually comes from not fully understanding it. So let me help you a little. What I can actually explain in a short video is very limited. So if you hear this and it hits and you want to learn more, check out Masters of Self University. It's all there. You know when you feel like something bad's gonna happen and then it happens, or Rachel uses this one all the time. You know when somebody compliments you and you can feel that they're lying? Come on, we've all felt it. That's energy. These are just some examples and there's so much more to it, but to a degree, we understand what energy is. We can feel it. When I first started with this work, I struggled with feelings of depression and I had pretty bad anxiety. These are just energies, streams of consciousness that were running through me. I've tried all the things. I went to therapy, I would work out whenever I felt like shit, etc. While these things did help, all it did was move the energy around. It didn't heal it. It didn't transform it. That's what Rachel and MSU teaches, how to transform on an energetic level. So to transform these lower frequencies, we have to bring higher frequencies to it, but we have to first become these higher frequencies. So how do we do this? MSU brings you through a in-depth process on how to truly become, because it's a process. This isn't a quick fix, fast track type of thing. This is not that. This work truly takes willingness and devotion. The first step is awareness. I had to become acutely self-aware of how I was feeling on the inside. I had to learn how to identify my triggers. That's the first step. A trigger is anything that brings you out of 100% peace. When I first learned this, I realized that I was not in a state of peace like 99.99999% of the time. When I thought I actually was. Get out of your mind. Your mind is crazy. For example, when I was driving and somebody cut me off, boom, I was triggered. Let's say somebody raised their voice at me. I could feel in my body that it would go into this freeze-like state. Boom, triggered. Triggers can then lead you to the root of a much deeper wound. I'll get more into that in the next video. I encourage you to start there. Just start taking notice of when you're triggered and be honest with yourself. When I first started, it was such a humbling experience to see how many things actually triggered me. And that's okay. We don't need to judge or shame it. Just observe it.